Hello, welcome to Rando Tech Info, and today we're talking about the Nubia RedMagic 6 and 6 Pro. So if I accidentally say something like in the singular instead of the plural while I'm talking about both these phones, just know everything I say does apply to both phones unless I say otherwise. Both of these phones have everything you would expect from a modern day gaming phone, including huge bright screens with high refresh rates and high touch sampling rates, big high capacity fast charging batteries, top of the line specs, shoulder triggers, and really crazy cooling systems. Speaking of cool, it would be really cool if you gave me a thumbs up and subbed to the channel.
That was amazing!
What really sets these phones apart from their competitors is price. The base model of this phone is only $599 USD, and the Pro model is only $699 USD. And what's even cooler is both of these phones are actually being sold and shipped to the US. You can actually buy them right off of Nubia's own website. And on Nubia's website, they claim the phone can be returned for any reason if you're not satisfied. So if the phone winds up not working on your carrier, you should be able to return it for a full refund, which makes this a pretty low risk proposition. Now, as far as whether or not these phones will work in the US, there are two things required for a phone to get guaranteed good coverage here in the States. The first thing is certifications. A phone must be certified on your carrier's network in order to be guaranteed that it will work properly across all 4G and 5G frequency bands, and to even make sure they will activate your phone. The other factor is hardware. Does the phone have the antennas and the hardware necessary to utilize the frequency bands that we use here in the US? So, on the certification front, these phones are not expected to receive certification from any of the major US carriers. So, there is a chance that when the phone comes over here that you won't be able to activate it on your carrier, and even if you do, it may not get very good coverage, even if it has the hardware to support the frequency bands your carrier uses. So, just a word of warning, regardless of what I say about the frequency bands, these phones may not work very well. Now, as far as the frequency bands go on the major carriers, on Verizon, things aren't good. You're not going to get any 5G at all. And on 4G, it's missing Verizon's big band, band 13, so your 4G coverage probably isn't going to be that reliable. If you're on AT&T, the news is a little bit more rosy. You're still not going to get any 5G, but in 4G, it does utilize 6 out of the 7 4G bands that AT&T is really using right now, including all of their major frequency bands. So if you can get AT&T to activate this phone, there's a good chance you will get some decent 4G coverage with it. Finally, T-Mobile is probably your best bet at getting this phone to work over here. It does utilize their mid-band 5G frequency band, so you may get some mid-band 5G with this phone. It also uses 5 out of 6 of their 4G bands, including all of their major 4G frequency bands. So if you can get T-Mobile to activate this phone for you, there's a very good chance you will get a little bit of 5G coverage and get some pretty good 4G coverage. So at the end of the day, the news with this phone isn't entirely terrible. If you're on AT&T or T-Mobile and you can get them to activate the phone actually may work pretty well over here, at least with 4G. And even if it doesn't, you should be able to return the phone. So it's a lower risk proposition than bringing over some other gaming phones like the Black Shark 4 or even the ROG Phone 5 right now, which isn't currently being sold here in the States. So what are your thoughts about the Nubia RedMagic 6? Is this something you're thinking about buying and bringing over here to the States? And if you do, please come back to the channel and leave a comment. Let us know what carrier you have and whether or not the phone worked here for you so other people can make smarter buying decisions. That's all the information I have for today. As always, I hope you found the video useful. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Rando Tech Info, signing out.